Hello, this is Mr. Kenyanola, and I'm going to show you equations of perpendicular lines. If you haven't watched the previous video on the facts about perpendicular lines, I suggest you watch that video. But in this video, assuming that you watched the previous video, you'll learn how to find the equation of a line that is perpendicular to the other line. So when they intersect, they make 90-degree angles, and that line goes through a specific point. I know this is a lot of words. I'll explain it. So here's our first example, and once you see that first example, this will all make sense. So yeah, pay attention. So we want to find the equation of a line that goes through that point 1, 1, and is perpendicular to this line with the equation y equals negative 1/2 x minus 3. So, few things. Let me show you what this really means on graph paper. So if we graph this, it'll start to make sense. So let's draw a coordinate plane. Okay, and there's that. And I'm going to graph this right here, this y equals negative 1/2 x minus 3. By now, you should know how to graph. So the starting point is at 0, negative 3. Our b is this. So 0, negative 3. And our slope is negative 1/2. So that means we're going to go down 1 and to the right 2 and down 1 over 2. Our line's going to go downhill. If you want to go up, you can go up 1, but make sure you go to the left. Okay, and so here is visually this line right here. So this line is y equals negative 1/2 x minus 3. And we want the equation of another line, not this line, because we already have that equation. So don't ask for the equation of this line because it's already here. We want an equation of a line that goes through 1, 1. So here's 1, 1. That is perpendicular to this line. So look at this. So I have my trusty protractor right here. And if you know what a protractor it it measures degrees. So there's that 90. So you can see right there, there's that 90. Makes a right angle. We want to know what the equation of this line right here is. Can you see that? Let's zoom that in. We want to know the equation of this line. And I'll draw it with a blue pen. Of this line that is perpendicular to this line. So what in the world is the equation of this that would be perpendicular to this that goes through 1, 1? So there's the situation, okay? So the good news is, now that you know this, we don't have to graph anymore because you know the situation. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to highlight the parts that we need. We'll need this. So take your highlighter, highlight that, and highlight that. Don't forget to highlight that negative. So we're going to use our trusty old slope-intercept form. I'm going to use a blue pen, which is y equals mx plus b. And so we know from the previous video that the slopes are opposite reciprocals. So we're going to keep that in mind. And if you've watched the video on parallel lines, so this will all kind of look familiar. This first one represents x, the second one represents y, and this one is our m right here, our slope. We're not going to take this negative 3 to be our b because we might have another starting point or another y-intercept. So we're just going to use these 3 values. We're going to plug these 3 values into our slope-intercept form. So y is 1 equals m. We're not going to use this m because if you watched the previous video, which you should have, you should know that the slopes are opposite reciprocals. So if this is negative, then the slope that we're going to use is positive. So we're just going to leave it positive. We're not going to write negative. and then reciprocals. That means that the fraction is flipped. So what we're going to use as our slope is 2 over 1. Positive 2 over 1. If that's negative, this is positive. And reciprocals, we flip the fraction. For x, we're going to plug in 1. Substitute x with 1 and plus b. And remember, if this is a fraction, how can we make any whole number a fraction? Put a 1 right under it. And let's do some algebra. 2 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. So we have 2 over 1 plus b equals 1, which this is just really just 2 plus b. And we'll subtract 2 from both sides. So 1 minus 2 is negative 1 equals b. And some people are going to say, okay, I'm done. I found b. No, because the question asks for, the instructions say find the equation. We need an equation. So we have our b. We're not going to use this m, okay? So we should have written it in the beginning. The m that we're going to use is 2 over 1, or just 2, okay? The opposite reciprocal of that. So now we're going to write y equals the m that we use. Our slope is 2x, and our b is negative 1. So there is our equation of this line. And so this was a quick sketch, so here's our equation. This is y equals 2x minus 1. So you're asking, okay, this line doesn't really go through negative 1. Yeah, because I just quickly drew that line. Now we know that if we did draw the line, to be more accurate, it would go here, and it would actually be this line. So as our accurate drawing, it would be that. All right, example number 2. All right, find the equation of a line that goes through 3, negative 5, that is perpendicular to y equals 2/3 x minus 1. So press pause, write this in your notebooks, and once you're done, unpause it. Okay, then grab your highlighter. Let's highlight the 3 things that we need. We need this value, and don't forget to highlight that negative. Don't forget the negative there. And we're going to highlight this value. So this is our x, this is our y, and this really isn't our m yet. The m that we're going to use, if you guys remember, is the opposite reciprocal of this positive 2/3. So the opposite reciprocal of positive is negative. The reciprocal of 2/3 is 3 over 2. Now we have all 3 values that we need to substitute into slope-intercept form. Our y is negative 5 equals m, which is negative 3 over 2. So that's what we're going to use. And our x is 3. And we're going to write 3 over 1. Since we have a fraction, we'll make it multiply a fraction. And let's do some multiplication. So negative 3 times 3 is negative 9 over 2 plus b and negative 5. So what do we do next? We want to get everything on one side. And so what's the opposite of a negative? Positive. We're adding this to this side. But wait, we can't just add a fraction to this until we have a common denominator. So what's the common denominator? What's a quick way that we could do this to get a common denominator? Well, the denominator of this is 2. So let's make the denominator of this 2 by multiplying it by 2 over 2. And let's put a 1 under there. Okay, we just can't put a 2 under here because that'll change the value. Okay, if we multiply by 2 over 2, 2 over 2 is just 1. Yes, 2 over 2 is just 1. 1 times another number is just still that same number. So just multiply it by 2 over 2, which would make it negative 10 over 2. And if you simplify that, we would get negative 5 again. So equals negative 9 over 2 plus b. And then we're going to add 9 over 2 on both sides. And so negative 10 plus 9 is 1. And then the denominators stay the same. And equals b. So b equals 1/2. Now we have our m, which is negative 3 over 2. We have our b, which is 1/2. So let's just substitute those into our equation, our slope-intercept form of y equals negative 3 over 2x plus 1/2. All right, so this one was a little tricky because we dealt with your favorite F word, fractions. So this fraction right here, we wanted to add this fraction to this whole number, but we couldn't do that until we had a common denominator. The denominator over here was 2. So we multiplied negative 5 by 2 over 2. So we get negative 10 over 2. So we would have common denominators. Now we could add it, and we got 1/2. All right. Example number 3. Find the equation of the line that goes through 1, 2, and is perpendicular to y equals 1 to negative 5. Oops. So there's that. Press pause. Put that into your notebook. Okay. So we have this value, but we don't have a slope over here. So one way that I want to show you guys, illustrate this problem to you guys is let's actually graph it. So if you have graph paper, hopefully you're doing this in your graphing notebook. If you don't have a graphing notebook or graph paper yet, please get some. If you don't want to go to the store, but you have a printer, you could always print graph paper from home. Okay, so anyways. So let's graph this y equals negative 5 just to illustrate what's going on here. If you guys forgot how this works, these kind of problems, let's use a t-table. Okay, we always know that y is negative 5. And x, we could just use some random numbers, negative 1, 0, 1, 2. Okay, so let's plot these points. Negative 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 5. There. Okay. So here is our y equals negative 5. Okay, and then we want the line that's perpendicular to this at 1, 2. Which is this line right here. I'm just gonna put a dash like that. So what's the equation of this line right here? Well, let's look at this point right here. This point right here is 1, 2. This point right here, okay, because we know this is perpendicular because this line makes a right angle with this line. This point right here is 1, 1. This one is 1, 0. This one is 1, negative 1. Hey, what's the deal here? You guys see any pattern over here? Yeah, x is always 1. So the equation of this line is x equals 1. And so there's our final answer. X equals 1 because this line is perpendicular to this line and the equation of this line is x equals 1. Or, so I do all that so that you don't have to do this again because you can see x equals 1. What was our x? 1. So our final answer, if we saw this type of problem, perpendicular to a y equals a number, that answer would be x equals whatever x is. All right, so if I went a little too fast, rewind that and listen to that again. Okay, so let's look at this problem right here. This one is very similar through the same points, but perpendicular to x equals -5. And if you guys use that the same pattern that I used for the previous problem. Okay, so let's do a coordinate plane. And let's do our t-table, x, y. And x is always -5, so we'll write -5, -5, -5, -5, -1, 0, 1, and 2. And let's plot all these points right here. So -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And -1, 0, 1, 2. So here is our x equals -5. And let's label it. And we want a line that's perpendicular to this that goes through 1, 2. Which would be this line right here. We know it's perpendicular because they make a right angle. Look, there's a square right here that tells us it's a right angle. So the question is, what's the equation of this line right here? Well, this point right here is 1, 2. This point right here is 2, 2. This point right here is 3, 2. You guys get the point. What do all three of these points have in common? Y equals 2. So there's the equation of that. Or instead of doing this, you can recognize, hey, look at that. That's the y. So our final answer is y equals 2. All right, so with these problems, these are pretty quick. We don't really have to do much algebra. If you notice, x equals -5. So the line that's perpendicular would be y equals 2. Look at this one, y equals -5. So the line that's perpendicular would be x equals 1. Now the first two problems, make sure that you use the opposite reciprocal slope here and opposite reciprocal slope there. All right, so that is how to find the equation of a line that goes through a point that is perpendicular to another line. That's it. I'm Mr. Q. Have a great day.